Hey everyone, welcome back to our August edition of our Traffic Talk. I'm Jeanne Ingersoll. I am the Director of Business Development for ShopperTrack Analytics for North America. And I am joined yet again by my wonderful go-to buddy, the retail expert, Mr. Grant Gustafson, our Head of Retail Consulting for North America. And this month, we're super excited. We're thrilled to welcome a really special guest, Stephanie Calistro. She's National Account Manager here at ShopperTrack Analytics, and she works directly with some of our largest retail partners and quite frankly brings an incredibly sharp perspective on how data is driving smarter decisions across the industry. Steph, welcome. We are so thrilled to have you. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, of course, of course. Well, today we're diving into a topic that ShopperTrack has been at the helm of for a few months now, and quite frankly, it's gaining some really serious momentum, which we are incredibly excited about, specifically in the retail analytics space. Re-identification, or Re-ID, as you'll hear us refer to it as short. This capability is transforming how retailers, quite frankly, understand shopper behavior within their stores across visits, and it's unlocking an entirely new layer of insight and what this type of data means for retailers at their stores. So, Grant, before we dig in with Steph, can you give us a really quick overview of how Re-ID fits into the broader retail analytics landscape and what that means for retailers?
Yeah, absolutely. So Re-ID is all about connecting the dots between shopper visits. It allows retailers to understand how often customers return, how long they stay in store, and how their behaviors evolve over time. This goes beyond traditional traffic counting. It's really all about measuring loyalty, engagement, the path to purchase, and conversion in a much more dynamic way. Retailers are really using this to answer questions like, are my marketing efforts driving, my target audience? Which locations have the highest shopper visit frequency and why? And how do things like visit dwell times correlate with sales performance? It's really been a game changer with insights that can be leveraged across your entire organization.
Awesome. It's absolutely allowing for us to take everything that we've known and learned over the past 3 decades and just kind of go that much further with the analysis and with the data. So, Steph, you're on the front lines with our clients every single day, helping them really turn these metrics into action. For those who in the audience are kind of newer to this concept of Re-ID, can you take a second to explain what it is and why does it matter to retailers?
Yeah, absolutely. With Re-ID, you can now track every customer, not just a sample, across multiple cameras. So even if they leave one camera's view and reappear in another, so that means census level accuracy with less hardware.
That's awesome. So it sounds like retailers are being able to do kind of less with more, actually, which I feel like is what they always want to be able to do. That's kind of the name of the game. So from your conversations in the field, Steph, what are the top, if you had to summarize it, 1 to 2 use cases where retailers are really finding that the Re-ID kind of data capability is driving this incredibly value-added concept? Like what's driving their continued trust in our solutions? What are those top 1 to 2 use cases?
Yeah, so our retailers really work throughout all different verticals and categories. So it really depends on the industry. But the consistency that we're hearing is that we're solving a problem that retailers have been up against for years. This technology has now allowed us to tackle use cases that we haven't been able to solve for in the past. Most importantly, you're no longer collecting a sample rate. With Orbit AI, we're collecting actual shoppers coming in your store. So accuracy of the data has been a key component for our clients and their ability to make important decisions, whether it's diving into dwell times, abandonment rates, or shopper demographics.
I love that. One of the things you said that I feel like really struck a chord is that we're helping them solve challenges that they've been facing for years that they haven't been able to solve for before. So I think that's incredible. That's awesome. So this is the kind of data that quite frankly really moves the needle. And it's not just for reporting, but for real-time decision-making in the store. And for retailers out there, if you're listening and you're tuning in, we would love to hear from you on the value that these types of insights or the use cases that Stephanie just shared, like what that would mean and what that would provide and what it would mean for your business. So feel free to chime in, drop a comment below, or reach out to either Grant, Steph, or myself on LinkedIn. We'd love to continue the conversations. We also just released our latest white paper as well, the Re-ID Revolution in Retail Analytics, which is linked below. So if you want to learn more, go ahead and check out that white paper. We're also incredibly thrilled to share that we're hosting our annual ShopperTrack Analytics Retail Summit here in Chicago on October 14th. We have a jam-packed day full of expert-led sessions with retailers, thought leaders in the space, and if you'd want to attend, we would love to host you. We'd love to have you. So feel free to reach out to either myself, Grant, or Stephanie on LinkedIn. We'll send you the registration link. Seats are limited, so first come, first serve, but we'd love to save space for you and have you there and join us. Tune in next month. We're going to be talking about all things holiday, our top 10 predictions, and all of that fun information. So feel free to tune in next month. And until then, Grant, Steph, thank you both so much. It was great being here with you.
Thanks,
Until
everybody.
next time.